he lived in Russia and he got his doctorate over there. He was there for 11 years. He was there for so long that he forgot how to speak Spanish. Um, he lives now here in Dominican Republic, as do I. But knowing about him, I always had this like, oh, I want to learn Russian too. So I started to learn Russian. But anyway, what I was saying is,
look at Anna Delvey telling on herself. Side note, if you don't know who Anna Delvey is, she was a Russian scammer. Look her up.
That I went to Russia in 2011. But I took a lot of photos over there. I published them on Facebook. It was kind of a popular photo blog that I had while I was over there, for my Russian speaking friends back home.
Did you catch that? She said home. She's talking about all of her Russian friends back home.
Back in the US, and just generally people who wanted to, see what it was to be in Russia at that time. Because it's strange, because I guess back in 2011, Facebook had just come out. I think it was, Facebook was like 2008, I think, 2006, something like that. And so Facebook had just come out, and like social media was just was just becoming a thing. Of course, there was YouTube, but it was like really sparse. Like you didn't really get to see like just like an ordinary person walking around, and And I also have a certain way of photo blogging that is kind of like, I like to capture a lot of ordinary things. Like people at a hot dog stand, or people sitting, waiting for the bus in front of a pharmacy or whatever, just things like that. So anyway, I took those photos. It was kind of, popular around my friends group or whatever. And they were like, wow, like even a lot of people that had lived in the former Soviet Union or in Russia, proper, they were saying, wow, I never really, or like, I haven't been to Russia for a long time. And you allow me to see some things that I would not have normally seen. And so that was the kind of commentary that I got. So fast forward to 2015, Hillary Clinton is like going off her rocker about Russian interference in the upcoming election. And she has her Ukrainian friend who's the head of a cyber security firm called, let me see if I can remember, CrowdStrike. Yeah. So she was publishing this whole thing. Her friend, CrowdStrike guy, he was doing this whole thing. But yeah, Russia was going to change the elections or whatever. And then Trump won. And then there was pictures of Russian people celebrating that. And so like all of that is like was totally exposed, so that a lot of Democrats who were hoping that Hillary Clinton would win the 2016 election, they kind of went into overdrive. And everybody who was pro-Trump became pro-Russian. So because I had so much stuff on my on my social media from the time that I went to Russia, and I was still very much like I would share with Russian friends in Russian, like commenting or whatever it was. They would comment on my timeline, like when people say happy birthday or whatever it was, And it didn't really matter to these people that some of my Russian speaking friends actually were very anti-Putin. They didn't care. They just, it was just like, anything with Russian letters was, I don't know, like something very repulsive to them. It was scary, frightening. It was like a lot of people that were from the Cold War era, they were profiting off of that fright, and they were, like coming like, yeah, I know this and then the other, blah blah blah. There were a lot of TV shows also about, this kind of like Russian spies, things and that, blah blah blah. So anyway, like it was just very cool. So when I was talking about the fake tribes on oh, here comes someone who speaks Russian. Всех, всех.
Sehibal, that means fuck them all.
Oh,
User.
who is
Yeah, I
this?
just
Yo,
said the
you
name.
changed your name, huh? How you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah, hopefully later on today you're gonna be available.
No,
like,
you know why? You know why? Because I got already 3 complaints from that stream, so I'm not going back.
Oh, you're not going back?
No, because it's all fake complaints, but I don't want to get restricted for like a week. But every time I appeal it, I get it back. But you know what? They complaining every time I go there because I'm speaking the truth and only the truth. And like I know what's going on right now, and I know what position America is in right now. I know what position Russia is in, and I know the internal of the American diplomacy, like inside the country and outside the country. So I can actually say something that somebody doesn't like, and that's why I'm being banned there all the time.
Oh.
Yeah. I wanted to follow up
Not,
on a debate we had the other day. What's up?
knowledge is usually something that is rejected in social media.
It's not even the knowledge. It just they don't have any grounds to prove what they're saying, but they're saying it like it's the truth. You know what I mean? So eventually, you get tired of that, and you start to use the profanity, or like like you're trying to belittle what they're saying, and then they complain on you, and they're like, "Oh, look, this guy is the boat." So anyway, but. What I was in the past few days, we were discussing that actually this NATO summit and the Ukrainian accident with the rocket, it was all connected.
Okay.
Basically, that there was Ukrainian missile who hit the Cancer Children Hospital to make it.
Is that the one that was on the by the beach?
No, by the beach was in Russia, but Ukraine had the missile attack like 2 days ago, and there was the children cancer hospital that got hit by the missile.
Oh.
And
I noticed that. Yeah.
okay, so you're both.
I have 3 that I know.
And you done the DNA test?
I don't need to do a DNA test. I mean, I've done my genealogy. You know, like I know.
DNA test.
Huh? Well, because like I trace, yeah, but the thing is, I trace my my ancestors on my mother's side. I trace them all the way.
Okay, but wait, so you never did a DNA test to know how much you're Asian, African?
I know I'm 50, at least 50% Asian.
So your father was Asian and your mother was black.
No, my mother is Asian.
All right, so your mother fucked the black guy. Now I know.
No, my father was Dominican.
But he was black.
Of African and Taino ancestors.
Yeah, so it's called black. Let's call it nigger.
No, it's not black. That's you see, that's your problem. But,
how come it's not black? What is it, brown?
it's not any color. This is the same thing that Dominicans have had a problem.
Can I see a picture? That's your picture right here when you put the.
No, you don't understand. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, this is a thing. Okay, so in some countries in the world.
Wait, you're tiring me. I don't give a shit. First of all, you speak American English, and even if you're not a Briton, English, or whatever, you're not.
Only a European person will say they don't give a shit about where somebody is from. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. You're not European. You speak perfect.
What do you mean?
Because you speak perfect American English.
English is a European language. Are you okay?
I know, but you were born in America.
So I was born in America, in North America of Europe, of Asian. Europeans are actually Asians. There's no difference between Europeans and Asians.
Of course, there is a difference.
No, there's not.
How about Slavic people? Slavic people are Asian?
And listen, Europe is not a continent.
I'm asking you, Slavics are Asians?
You're all on the same continent. You are all Asians.
Okay, Slavic are Asians, right?
You are all Asian. Everybody who lives in Asia, and the Asian continent is Asia. If you are Japanese, you are Asian. If you are Spanish, you are Asian. You are all Asian.
Okay, so Slavic are Asians.
Everybody in that whole continent is Asian.
Okay, and everybody else is who, black?
No. If you're talking about where the continent is, there's Asian continent, right? There is Australian continent, there is African continent, there is North American continent, South American continent, there's Antarctica, which, there's no ethnicities in Antarctica. But then you also have, like the Pacific Islands. They're like their own community, right? And yeah, that's the way basically what it is.
Okay, Viva Russia, Viva Putin. Say that.
What?
Say Viva Russia, Viva Putin.
What? Why are you demanding me to say it?
Because why you have the picture of the Russian president?
I have not been getting into politics on my TikTok
No,
live.
so you have the picture of the Russian president just like itself, right?
Did you actually read what it says on there?
No, because I don't read your bullshit language. Put it in Russian.
Okay, so if you see on the lower side, it has this thing about being a KGB agent, and this comes from a YouTube channel called Toxic TikTok Trends. I can show you.
I'm gonna have to limit your. Come on, man. Stop promoting these people, man.
No, because she put the Russian president, Spanish language, and she speak English. So this is fucking ridiculous. You just brainwashing somebody.
Что?
Пошла нахуй, пизда вонючая, слава России, нахуй.
Что с тобой? Ay. Se fue.
Mejor así, porque
no, es que esa persona, o sea, comenta, these people, they comment a lot. Mm-hmm. And he is the
Alicia, you were scared in here, huh?
No.
You were scared, Alicia?
No.
I would have started.
He is the epitome.
Speak many different languages.
Oh, what I didn't see when I started speaking. My problem is this:
East Haitian,
stop mentioning that YouTube page, please,
stop.
Dear God.
I can do what the fuck I want.
Dude, but stop promoting these fucking idiots. That's what they want.
No. Behike. I understand what East Haitian is saying.
You guys are making them big. You guys are making them big. I swear you are.
Hold on, East Haitian.
No.
Porque lo que pasa es que cuando ellos se oyen ahí en esta pantalla, ellos se ponen y se promoten ellos solos. Uno no quiere promotar a esa gente.
No estoy promoviendo a ellos.
You are. That's what they want from you.
No.
They're manipulating you, and they're winning. That's why I keep telling you they're cornering you. I told you that they are.
Nada.
They're helping. They're having you move how they want you to move.
No es cierto. No.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
No.
I hear their conversations on my other accounts. They're laughing about it. They actually want you to listen. Their purpose is to make you move how they want you to move, and they'll
East
provoke you.
Haitian,
I'm telling
East
you,
Haitian. No, yo tengo. I have the
there's
right.
sadistic people out here that you don't get.
Whatever.
Listen,
I don't just. That's something I don't care about.
No, the reason why I
I
say is
don't
because
care. I don't care. What
no,
I'm
no,
saying. Just a minute, Alicia. Yeah, I understand. What I'm saying is, I don't really care who this person is behind the TikTok trends thing. I don't care. But I think it is interesting to me how they are so I mean, okay, first of all, if someone makes a post on social media and says KGB agent Russia blah blah blah, normally if you click on it, I would expect the person to be speaking in Russian, talking about Russian politics, um, some, or at least having a conversation about the person being accused of this or the other. But they don't do that. So there's nothing like, it's clickbait. In other words, it's clickbait. They're making person think that they're gonna hear someone speaking Russian or something about Russia, and it's nothing about Russia. But because I perceive that this person has a strong interest in Haitian stuff, I tried to make the connection with something that I saw last week, which was that they were making fake news saying that Russia supported Haiti. Not that I believed it, but I'm just trying to understand these people on social media who claim that they are pro Haiti. So I was listening to what you were saying, East Asian, and I think that what you said about when you were talking about the Cuba and Russia being over there, and so I was, as you were okay, they have something that is pro-Russian, because the Haitian people, they are reaching out on two different social media. The Haitian people who are in the US, they say anti-Russian things. The Haitian people who are in the Caribbean, they say pro-Russian things. It's a curious thing for me. I want to understand. I don't care who this person is. I'm just trying to understand how they can be, opposing one another about Russia. I speak Russian. I went to Russia. This is interesting for me. I
we
live in
know
the
that.
Caribbean. It's interesting for me. So I don't care. I think that a toxic TikTok trend, YouTube channel
report the
changes.
page. Report the page. Everybody who's
Well,
listening, report that page.
I know about your other account, sir. You'll never get rid of me.
Toxic TikTok trend.
Hold
We
on.
could agree on that. If you mention them, just at least tell them,
why?
hey,
What?
anybody, you
Okay,
could
I
report them
agree.
at
I
least,
agree.
right? At least,
East Haitian,
and
hold
then
on a second.
we could settle this.
Okay, fine. Okay, whatever. What?
Behike.
Okay,
Here's the
this is the first time. Let me just get it clear. This is the first time that I have heard of toxic TikTok YouTube. I have not known about them before. So you both you, Alicia and East Haitian, seem to be very angry at them for something that happened in the past. I do not know about this. Can you
no.
tell me more about it?
There are
Yes.
big. Okay, I'll let you speak. Sorry.
They actually started way before, and the people that they honestly, they might actually be recording this, so I feel more comfortable sending you a DM about all of this. But personally, I remember that they started since last year, and they
Okay.
started already recording people, and the people that they used to target were people from the DR. So
Okay.
after that, they started to go towards anybody that they dubbed racist, towards anybody that was melanated, whatever the hell that they consider melanated. And the
Okay.
rest of us who also consider ourselves melanated, it's like a big fuck you to us. But
Alysia, since when? Is this you?
Fidel only used that whole white supremacy thing to pretty much like troll him. So I already know this. I know this. They they had like a whole thing against us being like more racist. and everything. So that's
So
how
okay,
we
so okay, so let me ask this question. Okay, let's say you were Drake or Kendrick Lamar or Tupac or Biggie or or I don't know, Trump and Biden or whatever it is, like in the I don't know, personalities universe. What makes it so important to have, people who are in the opposition? I don't understand. Why does it matter? I'm trying to understand. Why do you feel that even in like if they are opposition and they disagree with something that you say or do, I mean, isn't that their right to do that? Like, I mean, I am publishing things, like I'm recording people saying certain things, which
I
I
get
find that to be very, reprehensible, and I'm publishing it, so I expect that they would also do that to me. So I don't understand. What is the big controversy?
Okay, so I get that. I can get that. Like, you don't care, like, if somebody puts out there, like, anything that you have, like, that's public and all that stuff. Okay, that's cool. I don't really care and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I'm just very,
exactly.
like, that's public and all that stuff. Okay, that's
No, it's Lirio. Hola, Lirio. Pero tienes eco.
Hola, ¿cómo
Hola.
están? Hello, how are
Estamos bien.
everyone?
Bien, bien,
Qué
estamos
bueno,
bien.
qué bueno. ¿Cuál es el tema de hoy?
¿Cómo te sientes?
Estoy como siempre, pero vamos a ver qué se hace.
Ajá, espero que estés mejor. Bueno, aquí tenemos algo gracioso que encontré en las redes sociales, que los haitianos aparentemente, dependiendo en dónde están publicando el contenido, eh, promueven personajes de la geopolítica al lado de cualquier mensaje. Parece que es una estrategia para llegar a más gente. O sea, si uno pone, por ejemplo, nombre de un
Yo
presidente
dije,
de un país al lado de una noticia, entonces toda persona que quiere escuchar lo que está pasando en Rusia, por ejemplo, porque está por todas partes en los noticieros, entonces cuando ponen a Rusia, entonces sale algo de Haití. Eso es lo que yo estoy entendiendo. Y,
ellos son,
¿cómo?
ellos son buenos mercadólogos.
¿Cómo?
Buenos mercadólogos son. Eso me llama mercadología.
Mercalogía.
Can
Sí,
Daisy,
le diría yo.
can Daisy come up because she was one of the originals that used to get targeted by the same. I don't think she even notices that YouTube channel, but Daisy
Okay.
is one of
Yeah,
the
Daisy. Daisy, can you come up? Hi, Daisy. How are you? You want to come up?
Sigue con el tema, escúchame.
Ok, no hay problema, Lirio. Si quiere, manda comentario por escrito, porque no te escucho muy bien.
Ah, ok.
Ok.
Digo yo que a eso se
Ah,
llama mercadología. Ellos están mercadeando de una manera u otra, con astucia,
mercadología.
su ideología, ¿tú entiendes? Están buscando la forma de cómo llegarle a la gente.
Me
Con
gustaría
el-
conocer esta palabra mejor, porque de verdad nunca he escuchado.
sí, es que es una carrera que se hace en la universidad, mercadología, que ellos buscan la forma de...
Mercadología. ¿Puedes
Sí,
escribirlo en los comentarios para yo buscar lo que es?
en sí se llama... déjame escribirlo.
Ok, gracias.
Es una carrera que dan en la universidad aquí, que es para promover su...
Es como marketing, algo así.
Exactamente.
Ah, mercadología, mercadología,
Em-
sí.
Ajá, ya, es como marketing ya. Es algo
Ah,
así.
mercadería, mercadería.
No, eso
Mer-
no, mercadología.
mercadología, mercadología, ok.
Sí.
Ajá, sí, exacto. Entonces, lo que ellos hacen es como buscando viralizar una publicación por las redes. Entonces, si la persona está hablando creyol o español, entonces lo ponen algo pro Rusia, porque ellos saben que en el Caribe Rusia tiene mucha influencia y se tienen buena, ¿cómo se dice?
Buena amistad,
Sí, exacto, exacto, buena
buena
amistad,
conexión.
exactamente. Sí, sí. Entonces se percibe a Rusia como algo
Yo entiendo lo que
amigable,
yo hago. Oye, que yo
amigable,
sé lo que
sí,
yo entiendo lo
pero
que yo hago.
como los Estados Unidos se ve, se percibe a Rusia como algo
Like a superpower
de,
still.
sí, o sea, como opositora, pues
Ajá,
entonces ellos están viralizando el contenido haitiano por parte de algo que va en contra de Rusia. Pero
ajá.
lo que me interesa mucho es que los haitianos, como siempre, en donde uno encuentra a los haitianos, ellos nunca se ponen de acuerdo. O sea, aún dentro de Haití no se ponen de acuerdo. Ellos
De
todos
verdad.
se están machucando todo, por todas partes, no se pone de acuerdo. Entonces, todo se va o sea, se acaban aún con la orden
Eso,
que ellos pueden disfrutar en su país, pero, o sea, eh, desperdicia todo. O sea, no saben unirse, no saben llegar a un coro para, ¿cómo se dice?, salir adelante. Eso es lo que yo estoy viendo. Y ahora, como ellos me están poniendo en blanco, o sea, porque yo estoy saliendo en las redes sociales hablando de la controversia de la frontera entre Haití y República Dominicana por la vista indigenista. Entonces, ellos, bueno, como yo hablo en inglés, ellos suponen que hay gente que van a escuchar desde los Estados Unidos. Entonces ellos ponen que yo estoy trabajando por Rusia, porque además que, o sea, ellos publicaron el mismo contenido
mira,
de mi página de Facebook que estaban exponiendo esas muchachas, ¿cómo se llaman? De los Toxic Gatekeepers. Es como un grupito de muchachas aquí en las redes sociales.
ok.
Sí, entonces me estaban haciendo como una intimidación. Ajá, hay muchos cubanos en México, exacto.
Con México. Mira,
Sí,
yo estaba
entonces,
pensando,
sí, pues, ahora yo entiendo, o sea, la gente no sabe que cuando yo salgo en las redes sociales es para yo también aprender algo, no porque solamente quiero ser una dictadora, enseñar a toda la gente, a veces yo estoy también intentando de conocer el
sí,
mundo
sí,
mejor, ¿entiendes?
sí, se entiende.
Sí.
Behike,
Pero,
Behike, lo único que yo te iba a decir es que la que es siempre con los gatekeepers, Carolina,
Ujú.
ella tiene hijos que son cubanos.
Ah.
Por eso yo digo eso, porque mucha de esa gente siempre, tienen los hijos que también tienen sangre caribeños y todo, pero
Pero, pero, pero,
no tienen, they don't have the good intentions
ok,
for
muy bien,
yeah.
pero si ellos son pro cubano, pro comunista, ¿por qué me están acusando de ser pro Rusia? Porque para
They
mí,
don't care, they
Cuba
don't
es muy
care.
pro Rusia.
They don't even like Carolina doesn't get along with what's his name, Mateo, and then Mateo comes after you. Mateo, I went after him too because I told him, I'm like, your idol Che Guevara did not like Afro Latinos, did not like indigenous people, and he
Mm.
did not like homosexuals. So if you consider
Ah,
yourself so liberal, this man has a video of himself unaliving a bunch of people who were dark skinned than him. He came from Argentina when Argentina was a freaking fascist and Nazi regime.
yes, that's true.
And he doesn't see that.
Yeah. Yeah, when I learned about Che Guevara, I was so disgusted. And, like they have this excuse about him like redeeming himself with the establishment of the medical corps and everything. But I really did not see anything that he, like published to show how that he was wrong. But like I think he went to Angola, which obviously is an African country, and I don't know. It's kind of like this Ukrainian Russian speaking guy. I mean, I don't know if he even
He
speaks
was
Ukrainian, but
ultimately he was
but but
ultimately he was
but
ultimately
yeah,
taken out in Bolivia by
yes.
indigenous Bolivians.
Yes, exactly. So like he got some kind of
Indigenous.
what's it called? Karma,
Yeah.
and a lot of times people romanticize these kinds of things like, oh, he was
Jesus, yeah.
yes, exactly. Thank you so much. Yeah, the white savior complex it really runs strong in these people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they put his face on t-shirts and it's like this whole cult and you
And you know
know
what's funny? I saw a whole documentary. He would have hated those t-shirts.
oh yeah, I know
Yeah,
that's true.
he hated the whole little a bunch of the woke. Like nowadays, if he
Uh-huh.
would have been alive today, he would have hated this woke.
Yeah.
Um, and his
The
face on the
conversation that good, but I'm going.
And they are going to be dealt with. So we should keep it fair. I never have spoken any kind of targeted stuff to them on a personal basis, so they should not do that to me or to others. I think that that's unfair. So they have to play fair. But yeah, I mean, I don't mind if the controversy grows bigger and bigger, and I think that we could actually benefit from more attention to the subject. Hi, German Beast. How are you?
Fine, morning to you. Can you
Um,
hear me?
yeah, I was just about to close the live, but thanks for coming up anyway.
Okay. I
Lo
guess
único que yo,
you have been too long there, right?
What is it, Alicia?
lo
Can
único
you hear
que
me? I
yo,
said, can,
Just a minute, German. Just give me a second. Go, okay.
lo único que yo iba a decir es porque poniste el presidente Velar dijo que I can't read the whole thing because it's like blocking, but I'm pretty much just saying that June 28th, they're saying que estamos cogido, we're fucked pretty much.
Uh-huh.
Let's just fight back. June 28th, we know what the hell to do. So,
Pero
therefore,
esa fecha ya pasó.
it did. It did. But we've been fucking around. We've been fucking around since that date.
Ay, Dios mío.